What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. Going straight in, fam. It is not a good year for hip hop at all. We seen where King Von was murdered recently, and then right behind him was Mo 3 in Dallas, King Von in Atlanta. But even prior to that, you know, you had, I'm talking about just recent cases. 3 rappers was killed in Houston. Another rapper was killed in I believe, what was it, Dallas. And then you had 3 people killed in Atlanta, you know, that included King Von. And so many others. I mean, we're talking about Pop Smoke. We're talking about XXXTentacion, Duck. Man, it's so many artists, and I don't even mean to go down that trail and start naming people, because you'd be like, well, what about this person? What about this person? But it's so many artists that's just hip hop artists just been murdered by people that look like them. And I'm talking about black people, black men killing black men. This is a situation where this guy's name is Dr. Jared Rosenberg. He's better known as D Rose, Dr. Rose. He's probably the most prominent dentist in the world of hip hop. He was shot last night in Dallas outside of his doctor's office. Dr. Rose is known for doing grills for some of the hip hop's biggest stars. He also is renowned for his veneers, which tons of celebrities are currently wearing. Last night, he was shot by a group of men who pulled up to his office and robbed him. There was some reports on social media by a news agency that said another rapper shooting in Dallas, Mercedes G-Wagon with bullet holes parked at 4245 North Central. Victim at Baylor. A second rapper shooting today, I am told, copyright, blah, blah, blah. So from what I gathered, it started at they came into his office. He managed to get away, get into his car, and where they shot up the car also. And he escaped with his life, but not before being shot up. This guy, you know, what's crazy is I just came across this guy about maybe good 3 weeks ago for the first time. I saw one of his Instagram posts, and he does a lot of stunting and flossing on Instagram. You know, he's also a rapper, as I mentioned. So when he's not doing dental work, he's an aspiring, up-and-coming rapper. And hey, man, if that's what you want to do, ain't nothing wrong with that. But family, this flossing on Instagram, it's a lot less lethal to floss teeth than floss on Instagram, right? A lot of cats, and this dude got a lot of ice. In fact, let me show it to you. Let me see if I can share the screen with you. Let's see. Can I share this screen? Yeah, it says, let's see, screen sharing. Wait, some screen shares. Okay, so let me close all of these extra windows that are open. I want to show you this guy. Okay, let's see. The hell is this? I think we got the wrong background. There it is. What happened with that? Okay, so okay, so now I'll try to share the screen. Application windows, Chrome tab. Let's see. All right, still trying to figure this share screen. This is a new software that I'm using. I never did the screen sharing before, so I got to figure it out. How do I share this screen? Any application window, Chrome window. Okay, I think I got it here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go, fam. So check it out. Dude is icy. Icy, icy. This is what they came looking for. This is what they come for. This is what they went in there for. That's what they went in there for. Now, here's the thing, fam. This is that man's stuff. He worked for it. He deserves everything that he works for. It's his stuff. So if he got ice and he paid for it, he ought to be able to wear it, right? Of course. In a perfect world, people would see somebody driving a nice car and never think about carjacking them. You know, if people see you pull out a wad of hundreds standing at the bus stop, nobody would think twice about robbing you or killing you for it, right? If a guy want to wear his ice, his jewelry that he paid for, that he worked for, he has that right. He's not the criminal, right? He would be the victim if he was attacked. And this is the case with the doctor. But the problem here is that, fam, that we don't live in a perfect world. And you have wolves out there who are watching you stunt on Instagram. And if they can figure out a way to get to your bread and take what's yours, they're gonna do it. This is why it's important to not give them any ammunition. They already got the gun. Don't give them the ammunition to shoot you. This is why it's important to go on about your business, man. You know, like, take care of your business and keep it moving. When you got it, people know you got it. You really ain't got to go and put on all that stuff because they know you got it. Like, people know Warren Buffett got it. So Warren Buffett ain't got to wear no bust down watch. He ain't got to put on no ice, you know, $500,000 around his neck. They know he got it. And he got more respect when it comes to money, getting money, than most of these dudes combined. You can take a whole entire city of dudes stunting, and he got more respect than all of them combined. So, you know, do what you want to do. I know, you know, stunting with the ice, it looked good. You know, I used to do it. I used to put my ice on, you know. It's a cool thing, you know, it looks good, you know, and all of that stuff. But the attention that it brings, it's not a good look. You know, it's like a woman like dressing like really, really provocative. She you know, it's her body, it's her clothes. She could dress how she want to dress. She ain't hurt nobody. She ain't did nothing to nobody. But it attracts a different type of attention, right? And so that woman walked by and her stuff is all out. If a dude is, you know, perhaps in a nightclub or something and see that, he's subject to be more disrespectful. And I say more because he's probably already a disrespectful cat, but he's probably inclined to be more disrespectful because he sees that as a come and get it. Look at me. I got it open. I'm bust. I'm ready. So mine started turning, bam, you know. See a chick walking in the store and everything all bust out and everything. Like, you know, it's gonna be a different level of respect. And I know that ain't how life's supposed to be, but that's how it is. People are going to judge. This dude pulled himself up by the bootstraps in Dallas, Oak Cliff, the toughest neighborhood in Dallas. Went to community college. Went to college, got his degree. He did all the right things. He was disciplined. When everybody else was partying and kicking it, he's studying. Got his degree, opened up his office, made his money, and then started enjoying the trappings of success. I think that's something everybody aspires to do, right? He should not be laid up in a hospital, shot up, because somebody saw him as food, you know? Somebody saw him as an easy lick. See, that's a huge problem with many of our people. When I was growing up, I would see a dude with a nice car, good looking chick, jewelry on. I promise you, fam, I never saw that dude and said, I'm gonna get him. I want that, what he got. Oh, I went and got what I wanted, right? But I didn't get it from my people like that. I didn't do my people like that. I didn't do nobody like that. I didn't like go after people with jewelry and stuff. I went for like the big stuff, you know? I saw those dudes who had the trappings of success as motivation. I was like, yeah, I got to get it, man. I got to grind hard. I got to get it. I got to work hard. I got to get it. I got to get that fast because I'm trying to make that bread. I'm trying to get myself in a position where I can have that type of lifestyle too. So that's what I did. I used it as motivation. But some of these dudes, when they see you in your car, they want your car. When they see your jewelry, they want your jewelry. When they see your girl, they want your girl. And they'll do anything to get it. They'll kill you to get to your girl. They may not even end up with the girl, but it's that jealousy in their heart that will compel them to try to bring you harm. Going into the comments, fam. What's up, man? Billy D, what up? Pete Harris, I see you. Let's see. Bad News VA. Lisa Jefferson, what up? Derek Lewis. And I'll tell you something else too, fam. Like, when you work for it, when you go and get it the right way, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to come back and take it back from you. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who, whether it be the authorities or whether it's the cat that you took it from. Because really, when you go out to dudes, now this dude wasn't really no street dude. He says people from the streets, but he's not really a street dude from what I understand. But when you rob a street cat, you know, ain't no rules in the streets. So when you rob a street cat, he gonna rob you back, but he not just gonna rob you, he gonna kill you because he knows you gonna come back. So he gonna try to end the threat. You know, if he's really, let me back up, because every street dude ain't built to go in, you know, because you could be from the streets and not necessarily be a killer, right? Being from the streets just means that you do business in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's all that means. You're from the streets. You know, you got dudes that's from the hood. You know, that just means that they grew up in the hood. That don't mean that don't mean that they are hood or that they are even, you know, a gangster or a street dude. Because some dudes stayed on the porch. They lived in the hood, but they stayed on the porch. So they're not street dudes. They're just from the hood. And some dudes are from the hood, but they're not hood because they don't have that hood mentality where everything is a hustle and you know, I'm going out here and I'm being I'm being disrespectful, or I'm not being responsible for my actions and all this stuff. You know, some people that are in the hood ain't really hood. They're some of the best people actually that's in the hood. You know, some of the best people in the hood ain't hood. You did? So anyway, fam, moving on. Dudes that have that type of mentality where they're going to take somebody else's stuff and they're going to rob this dude, it's a very, very short life span, right? Well, that career span is short. Sometimes your life is short. Because once you start getting on the lick part and you start hitting licks, all you know is where's the next lick? What the next lick? And all you thinking about is licks, hitting licks. And it don't matter. And then at some point, it becomes like a competition, a game to hit the bigger licks or to hit that person that you think, that other people think can't be hit. So you want to hit that person to show that you'll hit anybody, because you just get that mentality of hitting licks. And that's all it's about, like hitting licks. And it becomes like an adrenaline rush. So you're going to hit a lick, hit this lick, hit this lick, you don't care who you hit. Then what happens is that you finally hit that one. Either you end up committing a murder or you end up getting murdered. I had a little buddy named Alan. He wasn't really a street dude, but he was enamored by street dudes. I don't know why, but he was. He was from the hood, but he wasn't a street dude. And he wasn't a hood dude, but he was enamored. So he got caught up in peer pressure, being excited by one of the other dudes that was in the neighborhood who was a street dude, who was a hood, you know. And so he influenced him to go out and do some dirt with him. And the first time Alan went out and tried to rob somebody, he got shot in the head, you know. Wasn't even about that life, but he did it to fit in. He did it to be accepted. Got his head knocked off, dead. And anybody that ever had beef with dude know that, well, you ain't have to shoot Alan. I mean, you know, you can pretty much say boo and he gonna take off running. But he wanted to be accepted. He wanted that rush. and he rushed himself to early grave. Fam, you got to stop that capping, stop that stunting, all that flashing that money. Sometimes these dudes be flashing money, it's just be a bunch of ones. They got one stacked to here, and these fools go and hit a lick, and they realize, ain't number $300. $300, and they done took this man's life. Go in, grabbing the merch, whatever, and all of the stuff, the Gucci, the Louis, all that stuff fake. They went in and took this man's life and gave themselves a life sentence because they always get caught. Do you ever notice that? Those type of dudes, they always get caught. You know why? Because first and foremost, they can't keep their mouth shut. A lot of them these days, they actually be filming. Look, I'm finna go and rob these fools. I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? Nah, look at me. I decided I'm gonna go and film the robbery. Look at me robbing this fool. Put it down. Smile for the gram. Put it down. They always get caught. So if they're not snitching on self-snitching, somebody in the group, they talking, and so somebody else go out and tell what they did, and next thing you know, police knocking. They always get caught up. Always. This social media thing, fam, I'm telling you, better leave it alone. Leave it alone. It ain't worth it to me. It ain't worth it at all to me. And dude is a dentist. He's already successful. I don't know why anybody would already have a profession where they can make millions of dollars would want to jump into the rap game. It's right, like right now. Like if I was just starting out and I saw what was happening in the rap game, I wouldn't be in the rap game. I wouldn't have chosen the rap game. I wouldn't have got in it. It's too dangerous. It's too but this ain't, you can't even put this on, you can't even really put this on hip hop because dude you could put this on straight flossing. This is flossing. This is stunting. But it's stunting and it's being around a particular kind of people, a particular group of people that have a certain kind of mentality. And it's a lot of little jack boys running around here and they don't know nothing else to do. I actually had a dude tell me one day, man, I don't know nothing else. I don't know what else to do. I got a homie that gambles and he lose money all the time. And he told me one day, Willie, I'm not really good at nothing else. I'm really good at this. Dude, that's a lie. First and foremost, you're not good at gambling. You lose too much. So you're not good at that. Anything that you take multiple L's in, you're not good at it. You might like doing it, but you're not good at it. So stop. Stop fooling yourself. You're not good at it. Anytime you're doing something and you keep going to jail for the same thing, you're not good at it. Let somebody else do it. You're just not good. I know it might be shocking to your ego, but you're just not good at it. Let somebody else do it. This dude, L after L after L. Then he'll win one time and all of a sudden it go to his head. He thinking that, it's him. He thinking that, oh man, yeah, I'm smarter than everybody. I'm smarter than everybody. And then take another trail of L's. Wow, what's up, Chris? Chris. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, if I was like 15 right now, today, I would not be looking at hip hop. I think hip hop is just right now is just it's so dark right now. It's just dark. And if you're going to be in hip hop, you got to come up before you can get to the big stage. You got to play the small stages. And most of the small stages where you're going to get your action at your action and your traction is going to be in the hood spaces. It's going to be in places where the hood is, the hood mentality is. You got to get through that. You got to figure out how to navigate through that. I wouldn't do it. I'd do something else. In fact, at 15, if I had the same talents that I had at 15, boxing and rap, I would choose boxing. Even with all of the dangers of getting my noodles knocked, getting my head knocked off and losing my memory and everything, I would choose boxing over hip hop. Absolutely. So the dudes that went after dude and shot him up, they say they came in there with masks on, and they were looking for that jury, and they looking for that money. They just trying to hit anything. They trying to hit a lick, any kind of lick. Sub Coco Sweets, James Churchwell, what it do? James Blunt. James Blunt said this is another reason why black folks don't open businesses in the hood. That ain't really smart to not open businesses in the hood, because you see people got businesses in the hood and making plenty money. I doubt if he wouldn't be, if he wasn't on social media stunting, flashing that jewelry, I doubt if anybody would have came up in there and tried to rob him and shot him up. It's that stunting. And more than likely, he's not in the hood. Wherever he is, he's probably not in the hood. Wherever his offices are, they're probably not in the hood. But even so, there's doctors there's always been a clinic in the hood or something, and you never hear about doctors getting shot up. That's that flossing. If he is in the hood and you flossing like that, then you right there, you showing all that stuff to people who ain't got nothing. Come on, man. It's a recipe for disaster. These dudes going around with these bags, that's the thing now. They everywhere they go, they got a bag, and they want to pull out the stacks out the bag. So it's dudes walking around here straight up fronting. They ain't even got no money in the bag, but they got the bag, making it seem like they got some money. They walking around here with these knockoff bags, ain't got 2 pennies to rub together, but they fronting like, okay, I got it, reach into the bag and look like they got something in it, like a bunch of money, and they want people to see it. It's the weirdest thing. It's the craziest thing. It's the most insane thing. why would you want people to know that you got a stack of hundreds? Like, why would you like be in the club like that? Like, and you dangle a piece of steak in front of a lion. You cannot be surprised when the lion bites your whole hand off to get to the steak. Craziest thing, fam. When I first started getting money, I stunted for about a year, maybe two max. I'm talking about it. But I never wore the type of jewelry and stuff these guys wear today. Like they walking around here looking like Liberace. I never went that far with it. You know, I had like one little nice piece, and then, you know, a bust down Rolex, and that's it. These dudes, they just everything. They wrap their wrist in jewelry. Whole neck just way down like Mr. T. You know, Mav got $700 million in it. You know, it's crazy. And all that shit, you know, for me, I learned early on that all that stuff don't mean nothing. Like it's all that stuff is depreciating assets. That's what really turned me off about the stuff more than anything. It wasn't even just the fly. It wasn't even really the stunting part, like being concerned that a dude might try to jack me or whatever. It wasn't even that. It had more to do with realizing that those things were depreciating assets. I learned early on that the jewelry was a depreciating asset, and you can go out there and buy a piece of jewelry for $100,000 and try to take it back to the same guy you bought it from, you know, just, you know, a month ago or whatever, and you'd be lucky to get 20 cents on the dollar. It's a horrible, horrible investment. So now if I buy a piece of jewelry, for me, it has to be the type of jewelry that if I bought, I can get more money. At the minimum, I can get my money back, but I can get more money for that, more money than I paid for it. Large purchases, everything large purchases. I have to get my money back. I got to be able to get that money back. I cannot lose that money like that. D Smooth, what up? Marley Boy, what's up, Marley Boy? $34 Black Killer. Saw LaShawn on moderator duties. What's up, LaShawn? Earl Williams. Serena, what it do? Yeah. All right, fam, that's it. Make sure y'all smash up the likes before you go. You know, just you know, like how you hit the light switch when you're on your way out of the door. Hit that like switch. Hit that like switch on your way out of the door. All right. Yeah, fam. This is a very sad and really an embarrassing story. You go and do something like this to a guy who worked his ass off to get what he wanted and did it the right way, went to school, got his education, one of the actual stars of the neighborhood, one of the community, an inspiration, a motivation to Dude go around and talk and let people know what his story was, how he put himself through college. He put himself through college, you know, by getting all the grants and stuff, and how he didn't have to pay back loans because he only, you know, he educated himself to get grants. So he did it the right way. He did it the right way. And then this how they do somebody like this. This guy is like a beacon of hope, really. So he's the kind of dude that you can really say, okay, this guy came exactly from where I came from, but look at him now. But you want to put him in a body bag, you ignorant motherfuckers. No more talk.